Hello, and welcome to the Downsized Live.
Hello, everybody.
I'm Laraine Durham.
My name is Christopher Durham.
And he's adjusting the lights. We've got new lights, and he's playing with
really
them.
bright. See, it's too bright.
Oh,
too
that
bright.
is that is
better,
indeed
better.
that is dark. That is, I don't know. Anyway, hello, welcome to our live. We decided to go live because we've got, as of this moment, 20,001 subscribers. Yay! So if you haven't subscribed, if you popped on, we hope that you will hit that subscribe button. And if you already subscribed, we hope you will hit that like button. And we appreciate you. We thought we'd do a live show because we just hit 20,000. So we're very excited about it. We want to thank everybody for being here. We've started this channel a little bit over a year ago, and you know, I knew I could talk a lot about my weight, my weight loss. So, you know, we've added other things like news and talking to people about their weight loss. We added a new segment taking questions from viewers on our weekly weigh-ins. So thanks for all you guys being here and for your suggestions, and for everyone who's come on to do a downsized dish with me. We appreciate you. All our members of Club Downsized, thank you for being members of Club Downsized. If you'd like to be a member, you can hit the join button later, not right now, because it'll take you somewhere else. And you can learn about things you can do to support us further in our quest to become.
So when did we actually start the channel?
March of 2024.
It's like right around your birthday, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What kind of? I'm just talking. There's no point. There's no point whatsoever. Just chatting.
Yes. Yes. Do you want to say anything, Mr. Durham? People say I cut you off all the time.
Well, they told me I cut you off too. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's all
it's all good.
It works out. So yeah, March of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So a little more than a year. And honestly, I think we started this channel thinking,
ain't nobody gonna watch.
Ain't nobody gonna watch. We did the very first live, and I think it was still like 70 or 80 people on the very first live. What did you think, Laraine, was gonna happen?
Ain't nobody gonna watch this. Well, what happens usually in our marriage is Christopher comes up with a big idea, and he gets all excited about it, and he goes, "We should do this." And I tell him, that's a really dumb idea, and that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and that's never going to work. And then he proceeds to do it anyway, and it becomes like the best idea ever. So shows you what I know. Kind of like when he said, oh, we should do a weekly segment on GLP-1 news. And I said, that's really dumb. Who cares about the GLP-1 news? I just want to lose weight. I just want to talk about losing weight. I just want to help people lose weight. And people love the news. So what do I know? But I guess that's what, you know, keeps us going now for 22 years of marriage.
It's a constant give and take. So.
Yeah. So
anyway, so thank you all for joining us on this impromptu. Hopefully some of the folks from Europe, I know there's quite a few British fans who are like, can you do a live earlier? So this is a better time for them as well. So if you're in the UK or Amsterdam or wherever, we always get a couple of Australians to that. I don't know what time it is in Australia. But
it's tomorrow.
I think I was looking and we had
like
viewers
14, 16 hours ahead.
In the last week from about 37 countries.
I don't think I can name 37 countries. I
cannot name 37 countries, no.
It's like those YouTubers. You guys go watch Kara and Nate that they've been to, or their goal is to go to 100 countries. I don't think I can name 100 countries. Anyway. Well,
let's see who's out there this afternoon.
Andrea S. Congratulations. Thank you, Andrea. Thanks for being a member of Club Downsized. Video Data says, congratulations, Chris and Laraine. Thanks for the video. Thanks for your comments, Video Data. Health at Any Cost. Our friend Barb says, wee, thrilled. Barb's one of our OG subscribers. Thanks for hanging in with us, Barb. And who else we got? Marlene. Hello. Yay. I'm so there. Congratulations. My favorite and most watched YouTubers, plus my downsized family. Nice to see you, Marlene. Jennifer Donahue says, congrats. Thank you, Jennifer Donahue. Lisa T says, congratulations with her doggy. Mariella's 360. Woohoo! Hello from Arizona. Hello, Mariella with one L. We've got a interview coming up with Mariella that'll probably go live next week. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you like
And
and
it's
subscribe.
Piggy S.
It's
No
Piggy!
more. Thank you, Piggy, for your support. Piggy
Thank you,
has
Piggy.
been a big support over the last year, so we appreciate it, Piggy. Thank you very, very
Always
much.
listen to the big ideas. 20,000 subscribers is quite the accomplishment. Thanks, Piggy. We appreciate your support. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, right. He's the big ideas, and I'm the one who says, but that'll cost money and that'll never work. And I don't want to do that. And now here we are. So always listen to the big
Jennifer
ideas.
Donahue, who's a member, says congrats.
You
Look
read
at that
that
little
one.
doggy.
Yeah,
Didn't we read that? We did read that one.
But
Let's
that's
see.
all right.
Here's Jody Fraser, who's a member. Hello, Jody.
Jody, on your way to your own wonderland. Ooh.
100,000.
100,000.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Ooh, that's a good one, Jody. We'll have to write that down. 100,000. How long do you think it'll take us to get to 100,000?
I would have told you it would take 10 years to get to 20,000, so I don't know.
So if we got to 20,000 in a little bit over a year,
I
in
don't
just 5 short years. No, I think our growth has been exponentially
Yeah, I don't know.
going up.
I think there's so much interest that just keeps growing in these as the news comes out and there's more people searching for it. We just happen to have 500 and some odd videos out there, so people show up.
It's nice.
But 100,000. So for 100,000, if you watch much YouTube, you might have seen there's silver plaques that they get at 100,000. You don't actually get anything else other. They don't send you like a check or a trip to the Google headquarters, any of that stuff. No, they send you a plaque, which is fine. I'd be happy to have a plaque.
I like plaques. I like all forms of feedback. We got another super chat out of the UK from Sharon Haverly. Thank you, Sharon. Celebration time. Thank you,
Sharon.
For your
was it you and I that were talking to the other day about it was too late for a lot of these?
Could be.
It might have been.
Yep. So we thank you for that. Somebody from the UK just asked us if we wanted to represent their brand. It was like it wasn't protein powder. It was like a flavoring.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never heard of this. But anyway, we'll have to look at it and we'll let y'all know if we think it's interesting. Sandy Murphy says, hi, everyone. Hi, Sandy Murphy. Thanks for being a member. Kate says, congratulations, LDCD. He's CD. I'm LD.
Well, somebody asked the other day on the comments, what is the CD and LD? Is it a code? I'm like, no, it's all right.
Well, because sometimes he answers the comments and sometimes I answer the comments and sometimes he answers them and not the way that I would have answered them. So we decided to put our initials and I kind of stopped doing that for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Valerie says, woohoo. Thanks, Valerie. Mark Clem. Hey, Mark Clem. Congratulations on 20,000. Congratulations on your 200 pound
200
loss.
pounds down.
200 pounds down. Congratulations, Mark. Mark posted the other day on some social media that he was 200 pounds down. So I hope he doesn't mind me exclaiming it to our viewers here. But good job, Mark. We're proud of you. And Mark's also going on the Downsized cruise.
She is. And Barb says 6 days.
6 days. So we're going on the Downsized cruise presented by Mochi Health. We're going to leave on Sunday and fly to Florida. And then we'll be gone June 23rd through 27th. And we're going on the Celebrity Reflection. We've got about 50 of our Downsized viewers coming with us. And we can't wait. We're going to do some games. I've got some little prizes. I've got some little awards. We've got swag bags with lots of cool stuff in it.
All kinds of fun stuff.
So,
can't wait. Says he can't wait. Cherise Marie, who's a member. Thank you, Cherise. Says, hey, everyone. Here's the answer about Australia. Clearly, James is up during the middle of the night.
Oh, about 14 hours, right, James? Difficult nerd, Greens, Durhams, and community from Melbourne. It's 2:30 a.m. here, and I just happened to wake up in the middle of the night. What happened? Oh, I can't see his picture there, but I see it down here.
It's not showing up.
Anyway, hey, James, good to see you. We've done a couple interviews with James. James, you have a big following. People want you to start your own YouTube channel, but James has a lot of good pearls of wisdom that he gives in those Downsized interviews. So go back and watch those interviews with James. Chad Morgan says, congrats, well deserved. Now on to 30K. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Chasing Sunshine. Woohoo. Congrats to you too. So very happy. Well deserved. Thanks, Melissa. Nice to see you here.
All right. So if anybody
all
has,
the pictures of people are gone.
I don't know why, darling. I don't. They can probably see them. Maybe we just can't hear because I can see them here.
Oh, maybe I hope you guys can see
Yeah.
the pictures of people. I don't know. Technology. It's wild, y'all. We recorded a video. Was it the news we recorded yesterday? We did the whole recording, and I went downstairs to do something else, and Christopher comes down and he goes, the whole video recorded with lines across our face. What?
The software we use it updated, and there was a setting that is to help you like frame things, and it was on apparently, and I didn't notice. So we recorded it a second time.
Yep. Rudy J, OTP, congratulations, Christopher and Laraine, well deserved. Thanks, Rudy.
Thanks for being a member, Rudy. Oh, Rose says, "Oh, I love the brighter lights."
Okay, yeah. So we're doing some. We could probably give them a not.
I can't really
tour.
easily
We
now.
can't, no, we can't do that. So welcome to our new studio. So we used to have a green screen hanging behind us because we used that for our other business, and we decided that we didn't really want to do stuff on a green screen.
Well, there may be stuff on the green screen occasionally, but not most of the time.
Well, we took it down. So now we have a TV behind us. As you can see, it says the downsized, and we put some plants and a bookshelf and some
Knickknacks.
Knickknacks. This is a ship, a cruise ship that we won on MSC or whatever, playing trivia or something like that. So I don't know. It's a work in progress back here, but the wall is painted black from, I don't know, Christopher decided it needed to be black, so
it was painted dark. It was painted originally during COVID. So
why did you paint it black?
Because I had an entire wall of TVs.
We did have 6 TVs up on
TVs.
The wall. 4?
4
1,
65
2,
inch
3,
TVs,
4. Yeah, 4 of these. There were that's really big.
It was like I could do the weather. It's kind of crazy.
So maybe we can use this to like do stuff on someday. Can you do stuff on it now? Downsized news. Downsized live. That's us. Downsized live. You should put it on live since we're now live.
Yeah.
I don't know. He likes to play around with stuff. We got some new equipment in today, so he's been playing around with it.
I was just trying to figure it out. So if you guys have feedback, I mean, I know a number of you have said, I don't like the dark space, or I do like the studio.
I don't really like the dark space.
I think
we're trying to lighten it up.
This gets it dialed in a little bit better. I don't know that we want to be in a hole, but
indeed.
Also, the challenge of a studio like this is we were relying on a lot of light from a window, which is great if there is light from a window, but a lot of times we record, so for instance, a live at night and then there's no light, so it's a constantly trying to figure it out.
That's a lot of words you're saying.
It is a lot of words I'm saying. Losing it, Grace. Congratulations, beautiful studio. Laraine, you're looking fire.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Paul G says, yay, yeah. Thanks, Paul. Shorty, hey Shorty, hey all. She's one of the OG subscribers too. Good morning, congratulations on your 20,000 subscribers. Christopher, Laraine, love you both. Thanks, Shorty. And thanks for being a member. Taryn, hey Taryn, thanks for being a member. Great job. Thank you. Charisse Marie says, congratulations, guys. Thank you. Clap, 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 clap. Shorty, the new studio looks great. Love it. Thank you. We are in our world headquarters from North Carolina. What is our world headquarters?
Someday I'm going to build my Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated building.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
The Inator at the top of it.
That's from Phineas and Ferb, for those of you that don't have kids and we're not forced to watch the Disney Channel 24 hours a day with children. And now they're coming out with a new set of episodes of Phineas and Ferb, which we'll probably watch anyway now that our children are older, because it's just really just a great show. Just for me says congratulations on 20K to 20K. Chasing Sunshine, we need the robot dance.
Everybody's going to do this dance on the cruise. I think I can do this.
Today I did at the gym. I did a cardio dance class, and there was like one move that goes doo 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 doo. It reminded me of the robot dance. Anyway, little aside there.
Donna D.
Donna D, congratulations. Thanks, Donna D. Cute puppy. Hi, Downsized fam. Hi, Chasing Sunshine. Her name is Melissa. So did you guys see that Lily released all the vials yesterday? All the
We did a whole segment on the news.
I'm sure most of you guys watched our news yesterday. It got a really
It was the lead story
response. So is anybody out there on the Lily vials? I'd love to do an interview with somebody who is on the Lily vials, and we could really like talk about like the ins and outs and how you got to that, and you know, all that stuff. So if you're on the Lily vials and you'd like to do an interview, a Downsized Dish interview, you can send me an email to Laraine at thedownsized.org, LARAINE at thedownsized.org. Or if you just want to do an interview and talk about your weight loss journey with me, we do shows with people every week talking about how they've lost weight with the GLP-1 medication. So send me an email. Send it to Zoom. Jennifer Donahue, how many subscribers do you have to do it full time?
Well, there's that. The problem with
the
problem with subscribers is you don't actually get paid for subscribers. But if your subscribers watch, so the way YouTube works is you actually get paid for viewership. So the amount of time that you watch it.
Hours.
So basically, because periodically you'll see a commercial. If there's a commercial, then we made a couple of pennies here or there. And it really, honestly, you guys have been great because you watch a lot of stuff. So we're not there to do it full time, but maybe in the next year we could do it full time. Certainly, if it continues to grow this way. Basically, you have to get 1,000 subscribers to begin with to get on the paid program with YouTube, and then they pay you based off viewership and watch hours and how many commercials were played, and then you can sell sponsorships and do Amazon affiliates and all kinds of other things. If you want to learn more, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there about it.
But the more that people watch and click subscribe and click like and share this video with a friend, the more that YouTube will recommend it to people that search for GLP-1 medication or weight loss or obesity or stuff like that. So, and then when they recommend us to a new person, maybe they say, oh, let's watch this and see what they're saying. So it just kind of keeps rolling, right? So thanks.
YouTube likes interaction, basically.
Congratulations. Thanks, Donna D.
Look at that pretty doggy.
I think you've done these before. But hi, Melissa. Hi again.
I'm sorry, I went backwards.
He did. Health at any cost says, or constant confetti falling the whole show. That would be super annoying.
But it's an excellent idea, Barb. I appreciate
but thanks,
it.
Barb. Karen G. Mast says, yay. Thanks, Karen. It's a new day. Congratulations. Yes, I love the new studio. You both look amazing. Thank you. Then from within 66. Good afternoon, all from work. Yep. We are in the middle of a work day on a Tuesday. So thanks if you're watching from work. The Blue Butterfly says, congratulations, you fully deserve it. I can't believe I'm actually on live. I'm in the UK and it's 5:30 p.m. here. Love all you're doing. Love your dynamics. Keep up the good job. Well, thanks, Blue Butterfly. We're glad that you could catch a live today. You went backwards again.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, you did. Jennifer L says, yay. Love Kara and Nate. Oh, yeah, those are the YouTubers that travel, like full-time travel. Could you imagine full-time? Would you want a full-time travel and like not have a house or like stuff? Like, I feel like very attached to my stuff.
I could get rid of all the stuff.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I could just sell everything and then just live out of a backpack and a carry-on.
She keeps buying stuff, and I look at it and say, now in a couple of years when we move out of this house and actually downsize, are you going to want to keep that, or is it going in the yard sale?
Absolutely. I wouldn't buy it if I don't want to keep it. Mary Renfro says, congratulations on hitting 20,000 plus. Always enjoy watching your shows. Hope your show continues to grow. You keep us up to date with all the GLP-1 news. Thank you. Well, thank you, Mary Renfro. Are you related to the Renfro scale people?
No, because Renfo is spelled Renpho. you do always say it
I do
wrong.
always say it wrong. They sent me an email today. I think we're affiliates with them now.
Big fun.
I got to click through those links. Mariella says, I wonder if your daughter thinks of you two as official influencers on YouTube. Yeah, our two daughters, their ages 18 and 20, always say, you're not real. You're not influencers, Dad. You're not an influencer. Maybe, I don't know. Coming up the stairs, I asked one daughter if she wanted to be on the live, and she said, absolutely not.
Tell Piggy the one-armed bandit story.
Do you guys ever hit the one-armed bandits when you cruise? Don't remember you ever mentioning it. Funny you should ask. So a couple cruises ago, we played a game, Deal or No Deal, which you guys may have seen on TV. They do a version of it on cruise ships, and it's like buying bingo cards. You can buy some cards, and you can also buy them on your phone and play along with the person up on the stage or whatever. And Christopher won, what did you win? Like $60 in casino credit?
I won like $200, but I also won $60 in casino credit.
Okay, so he won $60 in casino credit, and we're not gamblers. Like, you see people on YouTube that get free cruises because they gamble. That is not us. Like, we'll occasionally walk past, and I'll be like, "Ooh, this one's pretty. Let me click, click, click. Okay, I've lost $1. I'm done." So that's really not us. So I had the $60. Thank you for your super chat, Piggy. And Christopher said, you know what? I'm going to find a bathroom. Why don't you take this and spend it in the casino, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm like, okay. So I walked around, and I found a slot machine called the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm like, ooh, like the game show. So I, sit down, and I put his card in, and I'm hitting the buttons and doing the things, and I'm losing money, and then I'm winning some, and I'm up a little bit more, and then I'm up a little bit more, and then I hit a button, and it says, press here to spin the wheel. So up at the top of the machine, there's like the Wheel of Fortune looking like thing from the game show. And so I clicked it, and it landed on $400. It landed on $400. And Christopher comes up, and I'm like, I just won $400. Well, let's keep going. He's like, cash out, cash out, cash out.
It was my card in that machine.
So we cashed out, and we spent it on like excursions and like, I don't know, stuff on the cruise. But that was my one time of winning anything more than like, I don't know, $5.
So we play some of the ships will give you a little bit of free credit because they want to get you in, maybe $5.
Get you going.
Whatever. And so we'll play that, but not much.
Yeah, if they give us a free credit, we're happy to spend their money. But when we start losing our money, then we're like, you know what? I'd rather go to the shops and like buy something as a souvenir than just spend money in the casino.
So back to Mariella's question. So do they think of us as real YouTubers? No, not really.
No.
They watch all these millennials and Gen Zers that have 2.3 million views in the first 15 minutes.
One of them that they watch is this woman. Her name is Remy Ashton. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. She is just this millennial. Is she a millennial or is she more the next one down?
I think she's a millennial.
Just a millennial who
she's interesting enough.
She just talks about her life. She has like millions and millions of subscribers, and she'll put up a video and it'll have like 100,000 views in 20 minutes. And I'm like, this girl isn't talking about anything. Why are you even watching them? They're like, well, we've been watching them forever. They're really interesting. They talk about their life. And I'm like,
yeah, no, they don't think we're real. Really.
So to them, to our children, we're just, we only have 20,000. We don't have like a million. And there's another, those twins, Brooklyn and Bailey, that live in Utah, and they're Mormons. And we went to like a meet and greet one time. They came to JCPenney in our town. And so we drove the girls to meet Brooklyn. I'm like, who are these girls, Brooklyn and Bailey? Anyway, there's a lot of people out there in YouTube land. So maybe someday they'll consider us influencers. Susie Woozy says, congratulations. Thanks, Susie. Jeanette Dunn, thank you from Scotland. Love you both. Scotland. I'd like to go there someday. Grump 133. Hey, Tina. Congratulations. Woohoo. Thank you.
Your sister leaving for a cruise at the British Isles like tomorrow?
My sister is going on a cruise of the British Isles. I'm not sure exactly all the locations, but somewhere around in the UK, and she was telling her father-in-law where they were going, and he said her father-in-law used to be a
nuclear
submarine commander. We call him Captain Dad. He's now retired. And he said, yeah, I was stationed there once off the coast of Scotland or somewhere like that. And I prevented
there's a whole, it's a whole different
I had to keep World War III from happening. So our sub was and we're like, what are you?
He was a nuclear submarine commander.
What? He's like, I really can't tell you all about
Still
that. We're like,
classified.
all right, Captain Dad, YouTube user. All right, congratulations. You two have been my go-to for all things GLP-1. Well, thanks. Mary Cobb says good afternoon and congratulations. Thanks, Mary Cobb. Rita Nagrasan says congratulations. Thanks, Rita. Meowers. Oh, I like that. Meowsers. Congratulations. Thanks you for the interviews with patients and experts. Yeah, we need some more experts. We need some more. Get on that, Christopher.
I'm tracking.
You got some more doctors.
The doctors, that's a bigger challenge.
I know. People email us all the time. Oh, you should email this person or that. And we're like, do you have an in with them? Can you tell us how to get in touch with them? Well, no, but you should talk to them. I'm like, I'd love to talk to them.
I'm constantly
We've reached out to
people.
them. Yeah, so it's kind of hard, but if anybody has an in, let us know. Jeanette Dunn says congrats. Thanks, Jeanette Dunn. Sharon Haverly says yes. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, Sharon. Sharon, was Superava or something like that. Oh, it's all over UK. It was like a chocolate flavored powder. Is that?
Something like that.
I'm gonna look. Hang on.
It's super something.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk while I'm doing this.
Oh, sure. Melissa Voigt says congratulations on
Supriva. Yeah.
We've never had it.
I've never heard of it. Do you use it? Do you like it out there in the UK, people? I don't know anything about it. I'm sure they'd send us some and we could try it if you think it's good. If anybody likes it, let us know.
We'll get them to send it to us if nothing else. Elizabeth, who's a member, thank you, Elizabeth. Congratulations. I remember when you guys first started, I am down 70 pounds. Well, let's give you some confetti.
Awesome.
Good for you, Elizabeth.
Yay. We had Father's Day. We went out to dinner for Father's Day, and we went out for breakfast, and we also went out for dinner because one child was not available for breakfast, but then both children were available for dinner. So we did both. So that was a big day of eating. I did not eat lunch.
No, I didn't either.
Because I just wasn't hungry for lunch, and we had such a big breakfast, and then we had dinner, and I was like, oh, and then I think we got ice cream after too. That was delicious. Deb Zimmerman says, wow, this is wonderful. Congratulations. Thanks. Jess, yay, congrats. Only bigger and better things on the horizon for you two. Well, thanks, Jess. Thanks for being a member. Well, gee, hi from Troy, New York. My first live chat with you all. 30 pounds down on semaglutide or semaglutide, however you like to say it. Started in February. You two have helped me so much through it all. I have 10 more pounds to go.
Good for you, man.
Woohoo. So, yeah, we're really like the first ones being on these GLP-1s. Like, well, not us specifically, but like the collective us, right? Because
really
people
like
are
second generation.
Well, maybe the plus sides lady, they're like the first.
Those ladies
generation.
been doing it a long time.
Yeah. We kind of got in on the second wave, but I feel like we're still like in the beginnings of all this GLP-1 stuff,
like
right?
Barb's been on these for 4 years.
4 years. Started with Trulicity. Yeah. So, oh, hey, Jazzy. Congratulations. Hello, Downsized fam. Hey, Jazzy. Cap says hello and congratulations. What an achievement. Thanks, Cap. Crazy Cat Lady in LA. It's Vanessa. Way to go, the Downsized. Congratulations, Christopher and Laraine. Loving the new studio. Look at this studio filled
and there's more stuff. I keep tweaking, playing with it.
Merchandise.
I've got some new cameras we're going to do some stuff with.
You think I could be Vanna White when Vanna White retires?
Mark Clem says, are you doing a Club Downsize live tonight? Yes, we are, Mark. I haven't posted it yet, but it'll be at 7 o'clock tonight. So if you're a member of Club Downsize, there's actually a live just for the members that we do basically this, but it's a much more intimate place and we can have
less people.
conversations.
Yeah. So if you would like to join us for our members only Club Downsized Live tonight at 6 p.m.
7. I'm sorry, 6 is correct. You are correct.
All right. I never know. At 6
No, you're
p.m. Eastern, you can hit the join button and join Club Downsized. It's just a monthly fee where you get special emojis and our special live and our special Facebook page. And I don't know, there's some other stuff. But basically it's the lives are the best part. So if you join now, you could be on our live tonight. So
and it will be live in our regular one.
And then we have our regular lives on Wednesday. What's it say? Lori Amber? Pretty fancy. We fancy, y'all. Donnell, good morning. Congratulations. See you guys next week. Donnell's coming on the cruise with us.
Donnell, I don't think we've seen of Donnell.
Wait, I don't think we've seen Donnell before. Let me get a closer up look.
I think there's a little dog there too.
Oh, hey Donnell. All right. Now some of these people coming on the cruise with us, like I know their YouTube name, like Donnell, right? But I don't. If I met them in person, I don't know that I would recognize them. So
they're bigger than this.
Yeah. So thanks, Donnell, for putting that picture in there. Liz Donahue says, congratulations. Thanks, Liz. Zoe's Adventures. Awesome. Love you both. Is that a cat?
That is a fuzzy kitty.
That looks like a cat. Looks kind of mad. Speaking of cats, JoJo is outside. She's outside.
No JoJo appearance.
She's outside kittying around. Beth Harold, has anyone else had a slow start? Hopefully my 4th injection will do something.
Well, Beth, tell us about your start. So have you lost any weight? How's it been?
You know, some people don't lose any weight on the first couple of doses, and they just have to keep titrating up until they find their dose that kind of works. Some people lose weight right off from the start. So you just I would give it like 60 days, 90 days, work with your doctor, see if maybe you need to go up in dose, and, hopefully it'll kick in. Mary P says, congrats, guys. Thanks, Mary P. Jody Granger, I'm on the vials. Oh, yes. And we're chatting. Oh, cool. We're chatting tomorrow. Chat with you then. Cool. Thanks, Jody. That's awesome. Yeah. I want to get all the details there.
Lori says, I want to know the steps to get the 15 milligram vial through my doctor. So it's pretty easy. So basically Lilly Direct works as a pharmacy. So if your doctor can send your prescription for the 15 milligram vial directly to Lilly Direct and select it as a pharmacy, just like CVS, Walgreens, Costco, Joe's Pharmacy, whatever. If you go to the Lilly Direct site, there's actually instructions you can print out on there and hand to your doctor. But they should be able to do it. It's just a matter of selecting the right pharmacy. They send it to you. You'll get an invoice from them just like you would from, and you'll pay it and they'll ship it to you. And just like any other refrigerated meds, they'll show up on your door.
Yeah, and you have to reorder every 45 days or they...
Well, not the first dose. 15 you do. The 15 you do. Yeah.
You have to reorder every 45 days, right?
Correct. That's
or
correct.
Else they increase the price because Lilly doesn't want you to split the vials or stretch out the vial. You know what I mean? Like when you get your delivery, you get 4 vials for the month, 1 vial per week, and you just pull it all out and inject it all in. It's not like compounded where it's mixed with something else and it has preservatives in it. These Lilly vials don't have any preservatives, and once the vial is punctured, it needs to be used immediately, right? That's my understanding. Sharon Haberly, I've watched hundreds of your older videos, making up for lost time. Some of those older ones are a little rough, so thank you for sticking with us there. But so I remember in the beginning, the thing that I learned that just like knocked me out was when we were watching that Oprah special, and Oprah had on that doctor. I think it was Dr. Fatima Cody.
Fatima Stanford Cody, I believe is her name.
And she looked at the camera and said, obesity is a disease. It's not your fault. And I said, huh? Say what? What do you mean? Obesity's not a disease. But it is. It has now been a disease that's recognized by the American Medical Association, and it's a chronic disease. It's a chronic condition, and these tools, these GLP-1s, are tools for the management of this chronic condition. So that just kind of blew my mind, because I had always been told, oh, you just need to diet and exercise. Oh, you just need to try harder. Maybe you should exercise more. Maybe you should eat less. Maybe you should try keto. Maybe you should do intermittent fasting. Maybe you should go back to Weight Watchers. You lost 30 pounds there. Maybe you should go to blah, 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 blah. And so I did all those things, and nothing ever worked, or it would work for a little while, right? But then I'd stop doing it, or I couldn't sustain it. Like, I can't run 20 miles a week forever. Like, my body just started breaking down. So, and besides that, I was just hungry all the time, and it was just miserable.
You were hurting yourself.
Yeah. So now here we are. GLP-1s, 50 pounds down, 100 pounds down. Cap said, I did not know that about watching. I watch and like every episode that you do. Oh,
no, that helps a lot.
That's very helpful. We appreciate whenever you guys like, and share with a friend too. DJ Eichler, congratulations. Really enjoy following your content, especially on days when I feel a bit discouraged about my GLP-1 journey. You guys are always so level-headed and inspirational. Well, thank you. We try to be. Sometimes we disagree on things. Most of the time I'm right. And so he just ends up agreeing with me eventually.
Sure.
Sandy Murphy says, I'm on the Lily Vials. Yay! It came so fast. My doctor ordered on Friday, and it was on my house. That is fast. Saturday morning, 1 day turnaround. Wow, that's pretty darn fast. Yeah, I've waited much longer from other places to get things in the mail, to get meds in the mail. So that's good to know. Kathleen
says, amazing. Love the new studio. Thank you,
Thanks, Kathleen.
Say it's a work in progress. This is the same. Somebody said, did you move into a new office? It's the same room.
It's our upstairs.
Yeah. It's a bonus room in a
yeah.
standard suburban house.
Yeah. It could be I think the girls, they did use it as their bedroom when they were little. There was a time when our girls are not quite 2 years apart, but when they were little, they decided they wanted to sleep together in the same room. And so I made Christopher move their beds into this room. And that lasted for maybe 6 months. And then they decided they absolutely did not want to be in the same room. And Christopher's like, I'm not moving those beds back. And then he moved beds back.
I did.
And then now it's become his office.
Diane Odgers says, kissy face. Kate says, LDCD going to start doing the George Carlin bit on stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So you buy stuff to put in your stuff, and you buy containers to hold
your stuff, and you move your stuff.
It's a whole bit.
Yeah, that is a whole bit. I guess that's where I get the stuff from, right? People are very attached to their stuff. Like, I want my stuff. Like, I want my big water cups, and I want all my phone cases, and I want all my glasses.
So Beth, who said she had a slow start, lost 2 pounds the first week, gained them back. Week 2 stayed the same week 3. So when you start the medication, you're at that lowest dose. It takes 4 full shots. So basically 28 days to get your body fully up to speed on that first dose.
It's a loading dose.
It's a loading dose, they call it. Now, some people
lose weight on it.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
Right. So honestly, what I would tell you is give it a good 3 months and see how it's going. And the average weight loss is between 0.5 and 2 pounds per week. That's the average. So you have to take the total number of weeks, divide your pounds lost, and figure it out that way. But some people can lose nothing 1 week, gain a little bit 1 week. Some people, I've talked to somebody the other day that had lost 8 pounds in the first week.
Yeah.
As you look at it across 50 weeks, though, inevitably, what did yours average out to be?
1.58 pounds per week.
So I think mine was 1.52. So.
Yeah. It just averages out over time, right? So some weeks I didn't lose. Well, most weeks I lost, actually. I think I was just I had a very good response to the medication. When we started the medication, we didn't know that if a dose is working for you, stay on that dose until it stops working and you need to go up. So I did a month of 2.5, a month of 5, a month of 7.5. And then I heard, oh, I don't have to keep going up if I don't need to. And I stayed on 7.5 for, I don't know, like 8 or 10 weeks. I have a spreadsheet of all my weeks and doses and stuff. I did not bring it to this live. People ask me for copies of the spreadsheet all the time. And if you email me, I will send it to you. But just to avoid doing that, like all the live long day, I think I'm going to put it as a file in the Club Downsized Facebook page. So I'll do that today. So if you're a member of Club Downsized, you can go to the Club Downsized Facebook page, and I'll put it up at the top under files. If you are not a member, if you're not a paying member of Club Downsized, you cannot get into the Facebook group. So there's a password, and you have to know the password. And the password is a word that members can see that's on our community tab page. So we put posts up there just that members can see.
Answer this question.
In episode 504, did Arbot find the sword of Simu, or did he get killed by Suresh? I don't know what that means.
I'm going to say killed by Suresh, but I got no clue what you're talking about.
I think maybe that's a different channel. Mindy M says, hey, 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 Mindy M. What is it they say on Sirens? Hey, hey, hi, hi.
Something like that.
Hey, hey, that's a weird show. Wonky Donkey 555. Congrats on the milestone. Woot, woot. Hello, congratulations. Oh, huge congratulations. Sorry, Mindy. Anthony, Brooklyn and Bailey, the twins. Yes, they're twins. And now they're like, one's married and one had a baby, and they live in Utah, and their mom does their hair.
Well, mom has a YouTube channel. She's got a hairline at Walmart.
Yeah.
Like I
want to be super YouTubers like them.
Yeah.
And what, I don't know what makes them so interesting. That's what I have to figure out.
I think they're interesting enough.
Shelly says, I like the studio. You guys look great. Good lighting. Good lighting is very helpful. So I was thinking about doing a like a get ready with me video. Would anybody be interested in seeing that? Like seeing like products I use and stuff, or should we just keep it more to the GLP-1 like stuff?
GLP-1. Everything is always GLP-1.
Well, I do use a lot of like, you know, sagging skin. Try this cream. I have tried lots of those creams, so I could like show you all the creams that I've tried. Do any of them work? I don't know. Some of them smell pretty good and they feel nice, so that's always good. But anyway, let me know if you want to see a get ready with me.
So Sharon says, yes, I think so, talking about the product from England.
The Supreme or something. Yeah,
never tried
it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get them to send us some and see what we think. Linda Bookmiller says, woohoo! Hey, Linda Bookmiller, yay! Evelyn Bose says, awesome, well deserved. Thanks, Evelyn. Obsessed with scrapbooking. Congratulations! Thanks. You know, I tried to scrapbook once.
You're not a very crafty
person.
I'm
not crafty. I'm not patient. I'm not crafty. I like stickers.
She always has
stickers. I really do like stickers. That's my craft, is putting stickers in my day planner, because I love paper, right? I don't want everything on. I have a schedule on my phone, but I also have like a day planner that I can look at. Like I like to look at the whole thing at one time. Anthony says, congrats on the 20K. The studio looks so fancy.
It's not.
We fancy, y'all. We not fancy.
I bought this cabinet off of Amazon.
Yeah, you put it together. There was a lot of cursing
involved. It took about
involved.
3 hours to put
I did not come anywhere near him.
Nothing was longer than about this long.
Yeah.
That came off Amazon too.
Your friend Betsy made the little
my
bowl.
friend Betsy, if you're out there, sometimes Betsy watches, made this bowl.
Does she have a website?
Or her wife made the bowl and she painted it. I think she does. I don't know.
Yeah, they live in like Montana or
Wyoming. I'm not sure.
Yeah, somewhere.
She made that, and then these plants came from Michael's Crafts. If you were to turn that one over there around, I actually dropped it in the back as it shattered. I don't think I can see that one. Oh, yeah, you cannot see that one.
Or coming home from the store, dropped it on the sidewalk.
But the front looks okay.
Wah. Okay. Scrapbooking, yeah.
Oh, yeah. LM.
Hey, Val M. Congratulations. Thank you. Mary Beth Kirk, thanks for giving me the confidence to get started. Just 7 weeks in, but it's changing my life. Well,
Good for you, Mary
excellent.
Beth.
Excellent. So, yeah, we started this channel because I'm like, y'all, this works. And I want to tell people about it. Right. So, my friend Elaine lost a bunch of weight. I said, what are you doing? She said, Mounjaro. I said, what the heck is Mounjaro and where do I get some? And so I started Googling and found out the price and said, and then, that led to compounding. So, and it led to all this. Shorty, have a great day, everyone. I need to get off right now. Congratulations again, Christopher and Laraine. Thank you. Sue Blue, congratulations. Why you blue, Sue? Martha Ikoff. Congratulations. My husband and I love your videos. So encouraging and informative.
Thank you.
Well, thanks. Congratulations. Naturalista 20. You guys are the best. Linty. Hey, Linty. Alex Limpkin. Well done, guys. I hope you go on to millions. Your daily videos really help me keep me going. I enjoy them so much. Lots of love from the UK. Well, thanks, Alex.
Well, thank you, Alex. That is a...
What does he have there?
I don't know.
Let me put on my glasses. It looks like he's drinking out of a bubble or blowing up a balloon.
Yeah, maybe that's
it. I can't see close up. I can't see far away. I have contacts. I have glasses. I don't know what to tell you. Beth Harold says, thank you for the advice. You're welcome. You're welcome. But just, we're not doctors.
No, it's not doctors.
This is not medical advice. Just wanted to throw that out there as per usual. Persephone 48. Congratulations to some of the hardest working influencers on the internet. You've earned this. Oh, thanks. I suspect this is just the beginning. Right. So subscribe today and you can say you knew Laraine and Christopher back when they had 20,000 subscribers. Jody Granger says at Lori Ember, you can't send script for 15. Oh, until July 7th.
That is correct.
That's correct.
It was in the report yesterday.
Yeah, so they've released them, but you can't get them yet for another 3 or 4 weeks, right? Okay. Martha says, I will be moving up from 2.5 to 5. Did you experience any big changes?
No.
Not really. I mean, I had the fatigue a lot on those early doses. Like, I would take a shower and be exhausted and be like, I got to sit down. And people say, well, what do you do for fatigue? Well, you rest, right? Maybe you take your shot on a day where you don't have to work the next day, so you can just kind of chill out and take it easy. I do find that electrolytes help me a lot. I did not know anything about electrolytes before I started this, and now I've kind of worked them into my daily routine. So I take a stick pack and I dump it in my big 40-ounce water, and I take that with me to the gym. I do like Element. It's super salty. We can put my Element link. If you use my link, you get a free sample pack with your purchase. So
I don't like it.
He doesn't. Christopher is a purist, right? Christopher's all about real food, real protein. Laraine Durham is all about, I want something that tastes good, that will help me. This morning for breakfast, I had one of those protein Pop-Tarts, those legendary.
Your definition of taste good is really flexible.
Ooh, it was tasty. It's not like your Pop-Tarts from days of old, right? It's
not anything that would traditionally taste good.
What are we doing down there? I hear all this beeping.
Don't know.
It's 20 grams of protein. It has some fiber, which, I always am looking for the fiber things. And, sometimes in the morning, like, I just don't feel like eating breakfast. But I need to get my protein goals in, because I try to eat 30 grams of protein at each meal. So 30, 30, 30, 90, between 70, 90, 100, somewhere in there. Thanks, Deb. Deb says congratulations.
Nalanda, we did an interview with
Alonda, I saw your email. I have not got a chance to get back to you, but I think Alonda emailed us and said she broke her stall. She was hitting a place where she couldn't get off of. So you broke it. Congratulations. A lot of times you just have to keep going, right? Just keep doing what you're doing. Sometimes you need to do something different. So, a different food,
sometimes
a different
you just
exercise.
need to take your shot.
and that's what Christopher says. What's your favorite thing to say,
Just take the
Christopher?
shot.
Just take the shot.
You don't know what to do, take the shot.
Just take the shot. Laraine says, drink your water, eat your protein,
those are all
get
good
some
things as well, but
exercise. There's a lot of things, right? I don't track calories because as a Weight Watchers member since 1985, I don't want to live like that anymore. And I don't think you have to live like that anymore. But I do weigh myself every day. And if I see it moving the wrong direction, I will eat less the next day. So that's what I do.
Anthony says, did you guys hear about Canada getting generic semaglutide next year? Novo Nordisk didn't renew their patent, so it's open season in 2020. Yeah, we've covered it a couple of times in the news. There's a couple of large manufacturers who basically already have dates ready to launch. I think Novo Nordisk is pushing back a little bit in Canada because they have some existing patents that will continue to play basically in the comorbidities. So it's not a completely clean launch, but you're going to see some semaglutide come out in Canada. Certainly we'll see how that, theoretically, that should not come across the border, but as we all know. Yeah.
I was going to say, can we order it from Canada and get it shipped to North Carolina?
Semaglutide?
Yeah.
You want semaglutide?
Well, no, I mean, not me personally. But I mean, if something
I think there are certainly
happened,
people ordering drugs that go across the borders. The administration kind of threatened that to a bunch of them, saying, hey, we'll go get it from somewhere else if you don't lower the price.
Mhm.
So I think there are ways to do it. We personally know some people who are doing that. We've never tried it, but I would.
Yeah. So I lost my 50 pounds on compounded tirzepatide. So I'm team tirzepatide. I don't know about, semaglutide. A lot of people are on it.
But it's worked very well for a lot of people.
It's the OG GLP-1, right? It was Ozempic, which kind of, blew the lid off of everything we knew about these GLP-1s. So I'm all about price because insurance does not cover our GLP-1 medications. So that's why I'm on the compounded version, because that's the cheapest way for me to get it. Now, if compounding ever goes away, and it might or it might not, today it's still here and I've got an order pending. But if compounding were to go away, would I switch to semaglutide because it's cheaper, or would I try to get it from Canada, or maybe I tried to get the Lilly vials, or there's all kinds of different things. But it's important to know what's happening out there. So when you see these influencers screaming, is this the end of compounding? You don't lose your shit and freak out like I did back in October when people were shouting, compounding is going to end.
It still could go away.
It still could go away, but now we just need to know that there's other options, and how do we get to these other options, and what are we going to do if and when? I just want to be prepared, right? I don't like surprises. I like to know what's happening. So subscribe to the Downsized so you can know what's happening along with me and Christopher, because he keeps up with all the news. Because I don't think anybody likes the news, but apparently people love the news. So what do I know?
Alexandria gives some hearts there.
Thank you,
Donna
Alexandria.
Joe.
Donna Joe.
20,000 subscribers.
Donna Joe is one of our OGs. Yep. Thanks, Donna Joe. Alexandra Mosley.
So her average was 1.4 per week on low dose.
Yeah, that's a good average, right?
Yep.
That's right where you want it to be. Thanks for your epic content. Well, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Pat Lundberg, I reacted to Mounjaro right away. The relief from the noise and the hunger was amazing. Yes, when we started, I had really never heard the term food noise. I mean, I had it. I'd lived with it. I just thought I didn't really know that from anything else, right? And so when I stopped thinking about food all the time, oh my God, it was like I had so much more time back in my day to think about other things other than what I was going to eat next or what was in my pantry. I found myself taking a mental inventory of what was in my pantry pre-GLP-1s all the time. And now I don't do that anymore, and I forget. There might be some cookies in there, but I don't remember. Or we might have bought some ice cream a week ago, and it doesn't call to me. It's the weirdest. I was like, is this what normal people feel like? Is this how skinny people live? I don't know. the food noise was, and then the hunger, just was always hungry all the time, always thinking about food. We just don't anymore.
Yeah, so Pat says, I reacted to Mounjaro right away. The relief from the noise and the hunger was amazing. That is the truth. It's a New Day says, yes, they would watch your
Okay.
Get Ready With Me.
All right, I'll do one.
Crazy Cat Lady says, Get Ready With Me is huge.
It is, right? So I didn't, but yeah, all right, so I'll do one. Deb, hey, question. Are your meds still coming from Empower Pharmacy? Christopher got some from there. Mine was, and this week they came from Red Rock Pharmacy. I wish Mochi would stop switching pharmacies. I don't think, does Mochi use Empower?
Yes, babe.
Oh, no, I have Empower. Which is the one you got from when everything was
from Orderly?
Yeah. No, I do Empower. Empower comes in the giant cooler with the little tiny vial of medicine tucked in the bottom that you might miss.
So here's the thing about the pharmacies and what we've seen across almost all the telehealth companies is, if you trust the telehealth pharmacy to select the telehealth company to select a good compounding pharmacy, assuming they've pre-screened them, they've got all the stuff. The telehealth pharmacies are now leveraging, or the telehealth companies are now leveraging multiple compounding pharmacies to make sure you get your drugs in a timely manner. So whereas you stay at one, well, sometimes they need to look at it and go, this one's really busy. I need to push it over here because I want you to have it in 14
as quick
days.
as you can. So hopefully that's what they're doing. Is that really what they're doing? I don't know. But yeah, I've gotten the past, 2 or 3 shipments from Empower. Before that, I'd gotten some Red Rock. I think before that, we're back at Equita, which is no longer. So Mochi's going to do what Mochi's going to do. I think they're all good. They're all the same.
We've had medication from 5 different pharmacies.
Yeah, no, I've not been able to tell a difference. Cap said anything would be good for sagging skin. Yeah, I'll do a Get Ready With Me, and I'll show you guys what I've been using. I guess then I have to show you my sagging skin. I don't know. That's the breaks, I guess, right? Andrew says, I would watch, and I'm interested in what products you use. Okay. All right, cool. Lori Amber says, thank you, Jody. Andrew says, would like more farmers market inspiring me to eat more fresh veggies. Me too.
We'll do some more of that.
We did a farmer's market haul, I don't know, about a month ago, a couple weeks ago. We bought all of this vegetable. I bought a basket of peaches. I got all these strawberries. And I should have cut up the peaches and froze them, and I just didn't get to it. And I ended up having to toss some of them, which was a shame. Yeah. So I need to hold myself back at the farmer's market and do it more like strategically, and like once I get it, like plan out things to use those vegetables in, and then do that.
Which I did.
Well, we didn't use up we used up 90% of what we bought, but I think we got a little. It's easy to get carried away when you see all these good-looking vegetables and fruits. It just makes it so much easier to eat produce.
That it's walk into and just look at what looks good. If it's brightly colored, if it's fresh, even if you don't know what it is, walk up to the farmer and ask.
Yeah, we talked.
If you watch that video, that farmer was happy to tell me about garlic scapes and what to do with them.
And who knows what that is?
And all those things.
We do now.
And honestly, they were delicious. So it's all good. Mm-hmm. Health at any cost.
My average weight loss was 1.49 pounds per week in 187 weeks. I'm average, haha, as if. Oh my gosh. So Barb was, and I'm going to say it wrong, Barb, so you can say it, but she was it 405 pounds, and now she's 120 pounds. And she's been on for 4 years, started with Trulicity, went to Mounjaro, then went to, did you go to Zepbound or Mounjaro? I forget, the Trizepatide. Just an amazing story. You can check out her blog and her YouTube channel, Health at Any Cost. Brian Dole says, congratulations. Thanks, Brian. A hopeful holler makes. I attest to the confidence to start. Thank you both and all who have shared 36 pounds down and getting jacked like you. Woo, 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 woo. So every every day that I go to the gym, I go in and I do my class. So like yesterday it was weights and it was a bar class. Today it was cardio dance. And then after I'm done with that class, I grab my stuff and I go to the weight room and I go to one machine, and it is the assisted pull-up machine. And I try to do, I don't know, a couple sets of 4 or 5 pull-ups until I just can't do them anymore. But my goal is to do a pull-up or a chin-up. I think pull-ups are easier. I'm finding that. I was traumatized by the flex arm hang in the 80s in PE class and the presidential physical fitness test circa 1982 or something like that. I could do everything else. I could not do the flex arm hang. So I talked to one of the ladies I did an interview with was talking about she has a pull-up bar in her house and does pull-ups. And I was like, I want to be able to do a pull-up, because that was something I could never do as a kid, and it was just the worst. So that's what I'm working on.
Anthony says, is the Downsized sign behind you a TV computer screen or a normal custom-made sign? I can't tell, maybe by my eyesight. Is going, it's a TV. So because of our real world business, I had a bunch of TVs, believe it or not, all from COVID. So I actually have and I can change it.
Downsized.
It can be all kinds of fun stuff. There's a blue version.
I haven't seen the blue version.
Yeah, the blue version's not quite working right. If you see that bar moving on it.
Oh, yeah.
The lights aren't quite
that's not good. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, it's a TV.
It's a 65-inch TV, so it's a big TV.
Yeah. If Christopher doesn't know how to do something, he will YouTube it and figure it out.
Yeah, the frequency of the lights and the cameras are so good, it causes banding. I just haven't figured out how to fix that in the blue one yet.
Wonky Donkey, my wife and I always look forward to your content and enjoy those in the Downsized family. Well, thanks, Wonky Donkey 555. Jim Clark says, congratulations. All right, well, right at an hour here. I think.
Let's answer this question.
Oh, all right.
46 says, I would fear long-term negative consequences with the injectables. How did you all get past that? Well, so here's the thing about the injectables. The injectables, although Laraine called semaglutide or Ozempic the OG, it's not really the OG. It goes back another couple of generations.
Trulicity,
Rybelsus, liraglutide. So it's been around literally the last 20 or 30 years, and there is a good body of data around this and the safety and the efficacy. And I read reports every day. We report on them on the news. And actually, probably when we get back from the cruise, I'm going to split some of those off even more, and there'll be a weekly segment on research, because there's so much happening right now. Not to say there aren't potential problems, because every medication has potential problems, but these are developed from basically something that your body naturally produces, and all these injectables mimic the way that it naturally produces. They've just adjusted it such that it lasts longer. So that GLP-1 your body makes lasts 3 to 5 minutes and it goes away. These have been adjusted to mimic that, and they last essentially a half day of 5 days. So honestly, I'm not worried about the long-term effects at all.
These are prescription medications, so you need to work with your doctor, or find, if your doctor's anti-GLP-1 meds, find a doctor who isn't. That's what I had to do. And they're not for everyone. Like they're prescription medications for a reason, right? So you want to make sure that you don't have some of the contraindications for this medicine. So, and we also have to mention that you also have to look at the long-term negative consequences of obesity, right? So type 2 diabetes, blowing out your knees, joint pain, sleep apnea, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. These are all can be related to obesity. So, I think everyone has to weigh the pros and cons with their doctor and figure out what's right for them.
Well, honestly, and I tell the story all the time, but essentially when we were able to afford the medicine, it got to a place for me where both of my parents died younger than they should have from complications due to obesity. So my mother was only a few years younger or older than I am. So it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Right. So there was no question in my mind what was going to happen to me if I stayed 100 pounds overweight. Whether it was tomorrow or 5 years from now, I don't know, but it wasn't going to be good. However, there's plenty of research on these meds, and it just seemed like a better gamble to me because I knew what was going to happen with obesity.
Yeah. Typical nerd. Hey, James. Congratulations on the 20K. Incredible. Hyped that the community is growing. Incredible. Hyped that, yeah. Can't wait to see what comes next. And with that, good night again. So James is in Australia, and I think he said it was 2:30 there. It's probably maybe 3 a.m. there now. So good night, James.
And Sharon, who is in the UK, had said she always wanted her confetti, so let's make sure Sharon gets her confetti.
Yay! Sharon hit 70 pounds. Yay! Yay! Congratulations, Sharon. Thanks for watching.
But then let me make sure I'm not missing anything significant. Hold on.
You can also go to our website at thedownsized.org and check out all the stuff we have on that. I love the news. Keep going, Christopher. Yep. Jenny Wellman, congratulations. Just got home from my son's swimming lesson, and soon it's time for bed. I guess she's in the UK also. Hit 50-pound loss yesterday on mostly 2.5 and 3 doses, 3.75. All right, good job. That's a lot on 50 pounds is a lot on those lower doses. Good job. Jolene's mom, Laraine, please let us know where you got your cute tops in today's live and yesterday's news video. Okay, this one is from Zara. I got it recently when we were in Amsterdam a few weeks ago. So this one's Zara. I need to like have links so that when people ask that I can like make a profit from this, right? I don't know how to do that at this point. I'm trying to figure that out.
You gave me the link. Put it in
yeah, Zara doesn't, there's no.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, it's Zara.
This
top is from Zara. It has like little applique flowers on it. It's I like it, right? Super cute. And then the one yesterday I got from Primark. It was super cheap. It was that like kind of crocheted kind of one. I put in the description of that video, I found some on Amazon that were similar, and I put links to those if you want to click on that. But yeah, I need to like figure out like how to do that. Maybe someday I will. We'll figure that out. So thanks for your comment.
Let's see here. Brenda Guarino, awesome achievement. Congrats, Christopher and Laraine. I've been watching for quite a while, and Facebook group is awesome. Perfect.
Thank
Brenda.
you, Brenda. Miss Lucy T. Has anyone had restless legs when trying to sleep after increasing dose?
I haven't.
That's a great question. Sometimes my legs want to move a little around on their own. I don't know if is that what that is? Like, is it like a prolonged period of like doing stuff, or is it just kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't heard that one. Mark Clem says, did you get any new subscribers on this live? I think he was just looking.
I was just looking. So we have 9. So the thing about this live, because the title is 20,000 subscribers celebrating with our GLP-1 family, that title is probably not going to draw new people in. If it had been, get GLP-1s for free, we would have had 1,000.
Well, yesterday's news was, Lilly releases the GLP, and it's gotten like.
Yeah, if you want to go down the like how to do YouTube rabbit hole, there's all these videos around titles and thumbnails and all this stuff. This kind of title is really designed for you guys to, it's probably not going to draw in a lot of people. But
so if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join us on our Downsized adventure.
Yeah, there's 124 people out there right now.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, here's Jenny's in Sweden.
Oh, in Sweden.
That's fun.
Oh,
Jenny.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I've never been to Sweden.
I'd love to go. We had an exchange student in my high school that was from Sweden. Her name was Malin. Miss Lucy T. Yes, urged me. Yeah. I don't know anything about that, Miss Lucy. I would say ask your doctor. Lori Amber says, gotta go and take my shot. Yay, it's shot day.
So somebody commented we should do t-shirts that say just take your shot.
We should do that.
Yeah,
we have that spring store
with
some
we'll worry about that
merch.
When we get back.
We haven't really done a lot of merch, so we need to do some more.
It could be better. We can improve.
We got to put our staff on that we don't have staff.
Jojo.
Our Jojo is our
Jojo's lack of
the
opposable
CEO.
thumb really slows her down.
slows her down. Yeah. Jojo's our cat. Bellflower says, congratulations on 20,000 subscribers. Thanks, Bellflower. Y'all drinking your water today? This is my second 40-ounce cup.
All right. So if you're a Club Downsized member, watch out for the alert because you'll see we have a live this afternoon or this evening at 6 Eastern Standard Time. Watch out for us tomorrow. We'll be back at our normal time live at 7 on Wednesday. And thank you for really making this possible. Obviously, there's no way to get 20,000 subscribers without 20,000 people going to click. This is pretty cool. So we appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And that is it for us today. Yeah, very good. Now, stay tuned. We'll be back.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
My name is
Have a good
Christopher
day.
Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
We are the Downsized.
Bye.